Now I just need to tune it up to actual tension, and yeah, sweet. See you on Monday. All right, we are getting to the final push here. Everything is put together, strings are on, and have tensioned up over the weekend. Now all that's left to do is the final setup. And what that entails is, first off, slapping on new strings, but making sure that we get the intonation correct and just this playing as smoothly as possible for the demo that we're about to do today. So, without further ado, let's get to it. First things first, these saddles are saddles that don't have a notch in them. So we're gonna notch the saddles. I'll show you how that's done. All right, so we're gonna be putting on new strings anyway, so this next bit is gonna seem terrifying, but it's a very nifty trick for a bridge that doesn't have notches in it. Now I've already made sure, because I had to, charge the batteries and everything else on my camera, so I had time to do this, but I have gotten the string spacing the way I want, except this A string could go a little more like there. Trying to get it aligned with the pull pieces here. There. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna give a little bit of a tap with a hammer. Now these strings will not be good to use after this process is done. So do not do this with new strings, do this with strings that you're not gonna use anymore. So, now what that has done, it has left a little imprint on every single one of these. And we're gonna use the knot slotting files to actually put the notches in. So, first things first, we gotta, of course, remove the strings that we had on here in preparation for the new strings that we're gonna put on. And the new strings that we're gonna put on this, I wonder if you can see it, are the NYXL 10 to 52s. This one was always kind of spec'd out to have 10 to 52s. I like the string set, and I think that they will work very well with the drop C tuning and the Polymath pickups in this guitar. Now, as with the nut, our intonation point is right there. So we don't really want to change that. Instead, I'm going to follow the sort of angle that I have with the ferrules. Don't need to do anything too deep, just enough to get a notch in there. We are going to need to clean that up a little bit here in a second so that we don't have any sharp edges remaining after the fact. Actually, yeah, I do need to do it this way. Sorry, my bad. There. I'm gonna take just a tiny bit of used 320, so it's not that coarse. Dulled down ever so slightly. I'm just taking off the burr so that the notches we just put in will not break any new strings that we put on there. Right, so that should be pretty good. And let's string her up again and start intonating. I was getting way ahead of myself there. We're not intonating quite yet. Oh, I have a string stuck in my, there we go, sock. Let's figure out the action first, shall we? So, what I usually like to do is have the action about 1.5 mil off of the fret. Now, I'm not used to this sort of Tune-O-Matic bridge, so give me a sec here while I try and adjust this. How the hell do you adjust one of these things? They're just like thumb screws, right? Do you need to loosen the strings? Because now it's like about 1 mil. Okay, let's see. If I fret the last fret, I'm looking for about the same, 1.5 mil. So try and get that sorted for the pickups as well. 2 mil is good as well. It really depends on what I'm going for tonally. There. But yeah, I do need to figure out how do I adjust. I'm not used to this sort of bridge. Don't know how you're supposed to adjust it. I'll try and loosen the strings and lift it. Is it just supposed to go with your fingertips? I don't use Tune-O-Matics often, and if I do, they have the little screw. I don't want to use any How are you supposed to move that? This terrifies me. Okay. It was just a little tight, the first windings. Yeah, oh, okay. Yeah, so it was just bottomed out, so that's why it was a bit. All right, ooh, well, that was terrifying. Let me just, real quick, tune the 2 highest strings so that I can get my intonation going. All right, so I want this to be 1.5 mil, so I can actually come up quite a bit. So the bottom of the string at 1.5 mil. There, for the treble. How about for you, good sir? You need to come up ever so slightly. So which way? This way. There. All right. Tune her up again. And then we'll start intonating. Let's see what that feels like. Great. Let's get to intonating. Okay, so intonation is something that, oh God, very important that you drop your strap. That is a key part of doing this properly. Intonation must be done from a playing position. So putting on my strap, lovely Schaller strap locks. This ain't falling anywhere. Also, look at this. It is absolutely bang on, perfectly balanced out. Almost like I planned it. Actually didn't, but almost like I did. So, intonation. The whole idea with intonation is you want the open string, so in this case a D, and the octave to be exactly spot on. Now, you might notice that, and they're not perfectly aligned. So, this is what we're going to be fixing up. Essentially, moving the saddle forward will shorten the scale length, and moving the saddle back will lengthen. So, if it's a bit sharp, we will move the saddle ever so slightly forward. No, move the saddle backwards. And always tune up to the correct pitch. There we go. Next up, the A. Need to go back a good bit. I like to do this in small increments just to keep better track of progress. A little more. Ever so slightly more. Scooch more. Almost there. There we go. A little bit back. A little bit more. Oops. Yeah, there we go. Come on. So. let's have a little bit of a listen with my micro Terra through a 1x12. It's probably going to sound horrendous, but we're going to give it a whirl anyways. Enough of that, and let's go demo this with someone who actually knows how to play a guitar. So
joo, sepä. Mä Eetu taustalle näkymään referenssinä. Se on jännä kun tää on ohut. Se on kevyt ja se on... Mikäs kieli se tässä on?
1052.
Joo.
N9.
Nättiä on kyllä. Nice.
So we are back in the home workspace because I want to go through all the different tones that you can actually get out of this guitar. We did some proper playing versions of things, but I just want to go through step by step to hear what this guitar sounds like. So I am going from the guitar into the Focusrite Scarlett, into Logic, which is my DAW of choice, and of course my favorite Neural DSP plugin, which is the Archetype Nolly plugin. Right, so first off, let's just hear a clean DI of what the guitar sounds like. That's both pickups, and then the neck. And so we're gonna go through some clean tones, and then we're gonna go through some distorted stuff. So clean first is the bridge pickup. And then the bridge pickup split. Both pickups, both full humbucker. With the bridge split. With the neck split and the bridge in full humbucking. Split, and then both pickups with split coils. Then the neck in full humbucking. And the neck with split. A little bit of a higher register thing. So, neck. Neck split. Both pickups humbucking. Then bridge split. Then neck split and the bridge in full humbucking. And then both pickups full humbucking. Bridge in split. Then the neck split. And then both split. And finally, the bridge itself. And split. Tons of options there, but I'm gonna go with what is a little bit more my forte, so I'm gonna pick the Future Chug Machine, and we're gonna do some chuggy riffs. How about we do a little bit of something like this? there we have it. Some really awfully played things. By yours truly. This does have pretty damn good sustain, even if I say so myself. Rolling off the tone gives that. Rolling off the volume gives this. Let's roll off even more. Let's be frank, I do not possess the right type of skill set to actually go through and make a full-on proper demo of all the things that this guitar is capable of doing sound-wise, because I am not that capable of a guitarist. So yeah, I am extremely pleased, and thank you so much for everybody who has followed along through the Great Guitar Build-Off journey. Actually, by the time I'm filming this now on Friday the 11th of November. So the results of Great Guitar Build-Off are due in 4 days. I look forward to whatever may come. I don't expect in any way to win. I am more just curious to know if I got any votes at all. If anybody liked this guitar. This guitar, however, is going to be on sale on the website. So have your eyes peeled for that. Yeah, if this guitar has already been sold by that time, well, I apologize. But yeah, I am going to now go and rest, because my brain is completely fried. It's been a long day. All right, thank you very much for watching. Thank you so much for supporting this entire journey of making this guitar a reality. And I will see you guys in the next video, whenever that may be. I have no idea when this video is coming out, so yeah, thank you very much. Hit like, comment down below, subscribe to see much more content, and give that bell a nice little clang, because that helps the channel out a whole lot. And I'm gonna go and, yeah, pop this back on the wall and probably edit videos. Thank you, and see you in the next video. Bye!
Eiköhän se,
Näin, se on.
eiköhän se sattuu.
Joo.